Hey y'all, back to Therapist Sips and Reviews. Insecure Season 4, Episode 6. Lowkey done. There you go. I remembered the words. So today, and my name is Jasmine Jones. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. That too. And today I am drinking the same thing I was drinking last week because I don't drink like that. I'm not going to go buy new alcohol. Every time I do this, that's expensive. So we're back to Stella Rose watermelon, but it tastes like a rosé, just a regular rosé with not even a hint of watermelon water. But the juice but is it the meat that's sweet or is it the juice that's sweet? Maybe it's both. Maybe they're both sweet, but sometimes watermelon juice just tastes like plain water. So maybe that's why you can't taste it in here. I don't know. Obviously, I've had maybe a couple of these before we've started. So cheers. Tink, 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 tink. Who does that? Because I don't want nobody to say I stole nothing from somebody. Somebody does that. I don't know, but the person that did it that I saw do it, that does the tink, tink. Oh, what's her name? Well, yeah. So I won't do it again. Anyways, cut all that out. I am drinking a Stella Rosa watermelon that tastes like rosé. So, anyways, let me take a sip of this so I can look at my notes. We start the episode off with Issa Rae laying in bed just anxiously ruminating over what Molly said to her and feeling like shit and debating with herself in the mirror with her other self about whether or not she should call Molly first, as if this is like a romantic relationship where we have to figure out who's going to make the first move and who's going to make the first phone call and all those other things. And of course, Issa and her other self decide, hey, I always call first and apologize. So how about I wait for Molly to do it for me? Because I'm tired of always reaching out the olive branch here. And then Issa goes and she's going to a wine paint and sip event. I think maybe she was supposed to go with Molly or she's by herself. So either it's set up that she's going to this thing by herself or she was supposed to go with Molly and she said, fuck it, I'm going to go by myself anyways. So she gets to this, she's driving up to this paint and sip, whatever. And I don't know if it's the residual effects of what Molly told her, but she basically decides to start randomly helping strangers on the streets. One lady was in line with her and she was asking everybody up and down the line if they had money to pay for her food. Looks like she's like 8 or 9 months pregnant. Her stomach was pretty big at that point. And, everybody's saying no. And then Issa's like, I'm going to do something great and I'm going to help this woman here. And Issa says, I'm going to pay for her stuff. Of course, Issa gets to the cash register, can't pay for the stuff. It's expensive and her card declines because, Issa's done an event, but she still doesn't have a consistent career yet. This is one event, so we're trying to see where that goes. So anyways, the lady's like, oh, no, it's fine. You don't have to pay for my stuff. You've given me perspective. Okay. And so Issa buys her bottle of wine that she is going to take to the paint and sip. It's Calarasi Sangria. And, she's going to go and she's going to have fun. Meet some people, make some friends. He gets there, meets his bridal shower. Kyla Pratt. Hey, Kyla Pratt. I was like, hey, it's Kyla Pratt. There you go. The Kyla Pratt plays the wife-to-be. And they're just, chit-chatting. She shares her wine with them because they didn't have any wine. I want you to notice this from the beginning. Didn't have any wine. When she sat down, they started talking about the fact that they didn't have any wine. Because this will go into later. Because now I've established a pattern here. And I'm like, okay, this was from jump. Be cautious of the people that as soon as you get there, they start saying what they don't have. Just randomly out of the blue. Well, I came to this paint and sip, wine and sip. Nobody in the bridal shower bought any wine, not even one person. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. Issa, of course, offers her wine. They all drink it. Then they start talking about friendships and how they have ups and downs, and it can be a roller coaster. And one girl did this to one girl, and one girl did, but they are close friends. And then all of a sudden, one of the girls just brings up that Kyla Pratt slept with her man at one point. You know, I'm just like, so you were able to work that out, okay? You know, I proud of these mature people that can just feel negative energy and just be like, I'm gonna surpass this for the person that is behind the negative energy, just I'm gonna surpass this for the person that's behind the negative energy. Like, good for y'all, because even if she's not doing anything to her, right? She hasn't done shit to her since. Is the nigga that you're gonna marry, is that the same nigga that you stole from this bitch or you fucked her? I have questions now and concerns. Oh, strike two. But Issa's just like, ha 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 ha, maybe this is like a lesson on friendship and how people should, surpass things and get over stuff and blah blah blah. Maybe that was what it was, but I was just like, I'm not going to. Maybe that's just me, and that's fine. Everybody is mature. Maybe is that a maturity? I don't know. I'm on the fence. Just being able to just be okay with the possibility that this person could cut you so deep this one time and act like you're not worried that they may do it again. Especially if, like, let's say there's a pattern to the shit. There's a pattern of certain type of behavior and stuff, but whatever. I'm going on a tangent. Anyways, Issa's laughing it off and whatever, and then they invite her to eat after the paint and sip. So anyways, they're eating, they're laughing, chit-chatting. Issa's saying what she's doing and her career, and she says she's like some culture creator or something, and they're like ooh and ah, and Issa's feeling herself and feeling proud of herself and whatever. So then one of the girls gets up and goes to the bathroom. Issa goes with her. Never. You are new to this table. Don't go off by yourself with one of the people. You don't know these people. After 1 and 2, there's an established pattern of just some not like full blown like panic. No, it's just a hint of okay. Oh. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, if you sit at a table full of bitches and you got a jug of Colorasi and you're the only one there and they talk about they didn't bring wine, it's gonna feel awkward for you not to give them wine. It's gonna feel like awkward. So it's kind of like, do you deal with the awkward anxiety and be like, nah bitch, are you nice, and then you give stuff to people and you just hope that a pattern doesn't establish yourself? Do you start off giving, or do you start off with like, I don't know, I'm going off on tangents today. Anyways, so she gets up, goes to the bathroom with the girl. They're in the bathroom. The girl's talking to her about her job. Oh, so you're the plug. So she calls Issa the plug. So already there's a verbal establishment of you're the bitch to get shit from. This is like, you're the plug. Because like when she was talking about like her event planning and shit, it was even the air of that in the group. Like, oh, so do you know famous people? That's the conversation that starts. Like, living down here, you must see them all the time. I mean, maybe I'm reading too deep into it. Maybe it's whatever. Anyways, goes to the bathroom with the girl. Girl, they call her plug, whatever. And then Issa's trying to tell her where she can get niggas, like different types of niggas out of different cities and whatever the fuck. And then she asked the girl, like, where do you want to go next? The girl didn't say nothing. She's in the next stall, right? And the girl's like, she doesn't say shit, right? And Issa then looks underneath the stall. I mean, my face wouldn't go that close to the floor like that because she was sitting on the toilet and I couldn't. I don't know. I'm a germaphobe when it comes to other people's germs. And she looks under the stall and the girl is gone. Bitch gone. She gets outside and everybody at the table's gone. And there was like a bingo sheet or whatever, checklist or whatever of what they're supposed to be doing for the night, the adventures they're supposed to go on. And one of them's like meet a new friend, talk to a stranger or something. And I think the other one is like dine and dash or some shit. And they left her with the check. And I'm just like, am I the only one that sees these patterns? I mean, I saw a pattern. It was an obvious pattern from jump. But it's like, I would let the initial go. Because there's a Judd Colorasi is big. I would let the initial go. And I would just to see. Because that's how you just see where people go next. And then I would see if there was another, like, 3 chances. As long as it's not too dangerous. So I'm not going nowhere with you. I got other shit to do. No. We can share information after the initial place. And then we can I'm going too deep into this. I'm thinking too much. Anyways. So it was like a bed and bingo and whatever. And so she I don't know if she dines and dash or if that's a part of her imagination too, but she ends up in the car with the girls down the street. One scene, she bashing them in the head with her painting from the painting sip. Another scene, she's like sitting in the car just looking at them walking down the street and finish walking. So anyway, she doesn't do anything. She goes home. She calls Kelly back, who's been calling her all day. Kelly's been babysitting the Tiffany's daughter all day. Anyways, I'm not gonna say anything. No. So she calls Kelly back, and then Kelly gives her some good advice, as she does. That's her character arc. The advice giver. Does Kelly have problems? Does she have? Anyways, so Kelly gives her advice. She then goes home and she feels sad for a little bit, and then she smokes some weed. I guess she feels better, and then she starts getting productive. Oh, she called Nathan at some point during the day too, and he comforted her a little bit, and then she listened to her voicemails. She didn't call her brother back. I don't think she did. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe she did. And she starts replying to the positive comments that she got on the block party social media page. And she's being productive and shit. She feeling herself, she's using work and her career as a coping skill to get through that shit, And then she feeling herself, she feeling better, she feeling happy, so she goes downstairs and she goes to get some Ethiopian food. She goes to get the Ethiopian food, and Molly's in there talking on her cell phone, texting or whatever, and she's you can see the mental debate Issa's having in her head, should I go in there and talk to her, should I not go in there and talk to her, should I go, should I not? And then so Issa decides to just leave, so I don't know where it's gonna go from there. I think they both got shit they need to work on. I think there was a lot of patterns in that girl. I just dissected that girl group because that shit pissed me the fuck off. I was like, you don't see the pattern? You don't do I just see it, or just like it's like a lot of yeses? Is that anxiety to make you say yes? Because that makes sense. I mean, she probably got depression, anxiety. Who knows? We all probably got it. I'm not gonna say that. No, no. But yeah, like, what is that makes her? I don't know. Like, maybe I just saw it. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what to say at the end of this. Like, I guess I feel like eventually they're gonna talk. I feel like this is a repeat. I feel like they're gonna be friends again. But I could be wrong. I'm not gonna bet because usually when I bet I lose. So fuck that shit, nigga. I don't want to just lose money. Just like I don't get anything back for this. Like you're just gonna take this from me. Like no, I should have won, bitch. Cause I'm not losing my fucking money, bitch. I should have won. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. Something's wrong with me. But yeah, I don't know how to feel. I feel like they're in limbo. I don't feel like it's done, like the fucking title of the episode. I don't feel like it's done. So we'll see. This is anticlimactic. Nothing to say about this episode except for how them bitches was wrong from the very beginning. Like, it was horrible. It was the fucking worst shit. They played her from jump. Nigga, they played this bitch. She didn't even see it. Like, she didn't catch it. Like, she was feeling herself. She was like, I'm gonna make new friends. I bet that's what went through her mind. I'm gonna make new friends. Fuck Molly. See, look, these bitches like me and they invited me to somewhere else and stuff. That means they want to hang out with me. No, bitch. Like, it's a package. There's more to it than that. There's more to it than that. Yep. These hoes played her. They was slick as shit. That shit was crazy. I was like, she don't see them fucking with her. I'm about to finish watching Solar Opposites. Well, I'm gonna watch it again. I like it. It's a good show. I like Rick and Morty. But like they talking about they're not putting any new episodes out because of COVID, because this illness that could have been fixed, but whatever. Okay, that's my review for this evening, and I hope you guys had a good weekend and have a great rest of your week. Later days.